I'm going to have to go ahead and I'm going to have to start as my loser is the Detroit Lions. I mean, just overall pathetic performance. I mean, for one, y'all chalked my slip. Y'all and Peyton Talbot. If UFC fans know who that is, Peyton Talbot, look him up. But, yeah, Detroit Lions.
This shocked me.
Jared Goff was 23 for 40. Even though he had 303 yards, he had 1 TD and 3 picks and 2 sacks. Just unacceptable. I mean, you got to be able to win those games.
Definitely.
You have a first round bye. You win a division, and I don't see the Lions bouncing back. Psychologically, I don't see them recovering. I don't see them winning the Super Bowl.
Done?
I think they'll make the playoffs. They're gonna be the new Green Bay Packers. This loss was like the New York Giants beating the Green Bay Packers in the 2012 wild card. Remember?
No, this is like
remember that?
This is like when the Giants went on the boat trip and then lost in the playoffs right afterwards.
Oh, Lord, not the boat trip.
Okay, well, I'm looking at it as like when the New York Giants beat the Green Bay Packers in 2012 in Lambeau.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And the Detroit Lions just lost their coordinator, on offensive coordinator. They're about to lose their defensive coordinator. Jared Goff got exposed.
He got knocked the F out.
And if I'm the Detroit Lions, I'm looking at getting a quarterback. I know it's not a popular pick, yes, for the future. Because if Jared Goff, starts playing bad like this, you got to have someone, that can come in.
This is the best quarterback they had in a while.
Before the season gets out of control. I understand. But that loss is unacceptable.
What kind of confidence you finna...
I don't have any confidence.
I give him credit for coming back because he got knocked out bad, man.
Yeah, but
come back and still try to play.
I think Jared Goff will do his thing in the regular season. The playoffs come. It's going to be the same book.
Oh, it's just like Lamar Jackson.
Definitely. Dak Prescott, my dog, Jared
That's all
Goff.
I'm saying. That's
Tony
all I'm
Romo.
saying.
Definitely.
I mean, it's just unacceptable. Jamar Gibbs did his thing, but, just not a good performance. I mean, I'm disappointed. Next loser, Baltimore Ravens, Mark Andrews. One fumble, and then another costly drop.
2 drops.
2 drops?
2 drops.
Okay, 2 drops.
And a fumble.
You kind of when did he? I know he dropped a 2-point conversion.
Oh, but you forgot the other loser on the team. Who else had?
Lamar Jackson.
2 turnovers.
Even though he had
the biggest loser,
a pretty ugly interception, but still, Lamar was 18 for 25.
Trash.
254 yards,
That's
2
trash.
touchdowns. He outplayed Josh Allen.
Trash.
Even though
He outpassed it.
Even though
He outplayed every quarterback.
Even though there were 5-1 turnovers and 5-0 penalties.
So can we
5-1 penalties and 3-0 turnovers that the Ravens had compared to the Bills. They still could have and should have won that game.
True.
Even though I picked the Bills to win that game. I had to be honest. The Ravens beat themselves.
That was a close one too.
And I don't know if the Bills would have won that game if they were on the road. Honestly.
So the real question is Lamar Jackson the James Harden of the NFL? Now, can we give him the official playoff bust stamp, the Tony Romo,
he didn't play bad,
the Dak Prescott?
Lamar didn't play bad,
No, but the thing
though.
is, it's not. He did play bad because having 2 turnovers
but
in a
his
playoff
QBR
game
was higher than Josh Allen.
2 turnovers.
So?
That's the end of the discussion right there.
Okay, I get it, Gavin, but his QBR was higher, though.
It doesn't matter. If you have 2 turnovers in a playoff game, you've lost that playoff game. And I don't care what quarterback you are.
So is Peyton Manning Lamar Jackson? Because it took him just as long as it's taking
and
Lamar
his defense
Jackson.
He's definitely not an Eli Manning.
Peyton Manning.
He's not an Eli Manning because Eli Manning's the best Manning.
Eli Manning didn't win till like his last.
He's undefeated
few years.
against Tom Brady.
But look how long it took him.
2-0 against Tom Brady.
But look how long it took him.
2-0.
And look how long.
You know what's crazy is people say that he's the worst Manning, but he's actually top 10 in every quarterback category that they look at. And his brother's like number 4. So for everyone saying that his brother's so much better, he's only like 2 to 3 spots ahead of him on everything. But he beat his rival twice. So I would take Eli's football career over Peyton's career any day.
And this is coming from a diehard Giants fan.
Really?
No, I would rather
Peyton
be
was
2-0
way better.
against Tom Brady and beat his undefeated team and have that to my name than anything that Peyton did. Eli owns Tom Brady, and when you can rightfully say you owned a lot of people's
Super Bowl,
GOAT, that's saying something, because no one could say they own Jordan. No one dominated Jordan in the finals.
The Detroit Pistons. What are you
Not
talking
in the
about?
finals.
They beat them in the
That's playoffs.
They did
still
knock
beat
him
him.
out to get to the
They
finals.
crushed them every time. What are you talking about?
That was in.
They
that was
swept
in,
them and
That was
they
in
made
80. That was in 90.
That's
then-
all
and then
before
what-
he
That was
started
like
winning.
2 years.
Before
Detroit
he
had
started
their
winning.
things in like
What
2-year
happens
run.
once they had Jordan got some talent?
But
They
that was
swept them,
But that's
That
the
was
same
2
thing you
years.
said
and
about
then they
Lamar
walked
Jackson.
off the court like some bums.
that's-
Anyways,
And
let's hold
Isaiah
that.
Thomas, that's still why you never got in the Olympic team, because you're a bum and you always will be a bum.
Nah,
But
Isaiah
that
and
doesn't-
no
Thomas
one
is not a
ever
bum.
respects
But
you.
that doesn't
Isaiah
make any-
Thomas is trash.
That doesn't make any sense because Peyton Manning took a long time to win the rings. Eli took a long time to win the rings. Jordan took a long time before he started winning rings. Now you're saying Lamar Jackson's a bust.
Yeah.
They're all the same. They all
James
did the
Harden.
same
Yeah,
stuff.
Peyton didn't beat
He's not winning.
Tom Brady until like
Yeah,
2010.
late, yeah.
I
He
don't
didn't start
think he's
winning
gonna
till
win.
late.
I don't think he's gonna win.
He's gonna.
one.
Everybody's saying he's gonna win
In his career.
Everybody said before his career's over.
Who, Lamar?
They said the same thing about Peyton Manning. Before his career's over, he's gonna win a ring.
We're gonna see, but anyways,
I don't have faith that
He's
he
like
will.
he's like the youngest out of all of them.
Yeah,
My
but
winner-
you know what? He also is the most damning thing
And he's
about
also
him.
the most winning out of all of them. He's the most winningest one out of all of them.
Yeah,
the winning
but I'll tell
percentage
you
is
where
better
you're
than
wrong
Peyton
right
Patrick.
here. I'll tell you where you're 100% wrong. Out of 100 games, he's had in his regular season, he's had 4 where he's had 2 turnovers. Out of 8 playoff games, he's had 4 of them where he's had 2 turnovers. Fucking trash in the playoffs. He's a fucking bum.
Everybody has turnovers in the playoffs.
Kevin hates
No.
Lamar.
You're 50% of your games, you have 2 turnovers? That's trash.
playoffs?
That means in the playoffs, 50% of your games, you're trash. That's not getting
So
it
then,
done.
what's Russell Wilson then? Because Russell Wilson, the Steelers are like 1-4 in the playoffs. So what are the Steelers?
We got more
What's-
Super Bowls.
What's Russell Wilson? Because Russell Wilson throws picks all the
Anyways,
time.
guys, hold on. Let's hold this.
Lamar
So-
Jackson's trash.
Let me-
This
What's
is-
let me
Russell
fin- let me
Wilson?
finish
we
my
weren't
winner.
even expected to win.
But
We weren't even
Russell
expected to
Wilson
make
do-
the playoffs. Every one of the talking
finish my
heads
winners and losers.
picked the Steelers to be the last in the division, and we were leading the division most of the year. So we overachieved. We way overachieved.
You still
The
lost.
Ravens were picked to be the contender for 4 years in a row, and they ain't done anything. So he hasn't met expectations. Lamar is a bust.
How
He's
does that-
not
he's
that
been- how
guy.
does it not met
He is a
expectations?
regular season
He's won
merchant.
the Super
He's the
Bowl.
next
I mean,
Tony
what's the
Romo.
MVP?
Tony Romo, if you look at his regular season
never won
stats,
MVP in his life.
is
So
a
how's he
top
Tony
4
Romo?
quarterback
He's
all
never
time.
won-
That's what I'm saying with Lamar
He's
Jackson.
won,
is.
about to win 3. Tony
He's
Romo's
going to be
never-
the most
Tony
loserous
Romo's-
MVP that ever existed.
Tony Romo's-
when you look up Lamar Jackson, there's going to be nothing but loser next to his name.
I would understand if you say he's the next Dan Marino, because Dan Marino's never won a Super Bowl.
He's the next
So
Tony
next
Romo.
One, next one, Kodak.
Lamar Jackson is Tony Romo.
Tony Romo's never
They're gonna
won
have
an
the same
MVP,
career.
Has never been in a question for MVP.
Yes, he has.
For how many MVPs has he been in the question in the hunt for?
Like 4 or 5.
That's a lie.
All right, so my next winner is I'm gonna go with the winners. Travis Kelce balled out, did his thing. Patrick Mahomes did his thing. Let me pull up Travis Kelce's stats. Excuse me, 1 minute, guys.
With Travis Kelce for last game?
Can't show up 50% of the time in the
last
playoffs,
game,
guys.
what?
Just
He
can't
was
do it. Trash.
I got it right here. Patrick
7 for-
Mahomes, 16 for 25, 177 yards. QBR of 98.3. Kareem Hunt had 8 carries, 44 yards, touchdown. Pacheco was just doing cardio. Travis Kelce, 8 targets, 7 receptions, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Playoff Kelce is back. Chiefs win with ease, 23-14. I mean, I think Kansas City's going back to the championship. And last but not least, Washington Commanders doing their thing. Jaden Daniels, 22 for 31, 299 yards,
Nasty.
2 touchdowns, QBR of 122.
I should have went with my gut. I thought Washington was going to win the whole time.
No, he was he was.
But I picked the Lions at the end because I thought that they've been building them up for so many years that they wouldn't let them lose.
Yeah,
Facts.
I should have. And then last but not least, Saquon Barkley, 25 carries, 205 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Philadelphia Saquons.
Philadelphia Saquons. It's a one-man band. Is Saquon goes and
Yeah,
wins this Super Bowl with the Eagles, it's going to be equivalent to when Dirk won the championship and he beat all the best players of that generation with no other superstar. That's what this level is going to be.
That makes no sense.
Whoa, Kevin, come on.
That makes no sense because we just went to the
Eagles are way more talented.
We just went to the Super Bowl to play KC without Saquon, so now we have Saquon.
No, I'm saying, I'm basically trying to say I have not been impressed by the Eagles team. I have been vastly impressed by Saquon. That's what I'm saying. Y'all go as far as Saquon, and if Saquon literally carries you to a championship, it'll be maybe the greatest Super Bowl run in NFL history.
AJ Brown's gonna. Here's the thing: if the Eagles lose this game, and AJ Brown doesn't have a big day, don't be surprised if AJ Brown wants out.
True. I can see that, but I think
Pittsburgh shooter.
Let's do it.
Hey.
But what I want to hear y'all's comments before we go on to the next thing, but and get into the games. The Chiefs Texans
let us
game.
know what you think about the Lamar Jackson
trash.
And then also Saquon Barkley Eagles. Without further ado, that's all my losers and winners and losers.
Well, I guess we could just go into it in the game and talk about it.